from the historic Ham Building in St. Paul, it's the Haberdasher's Couch. I'm Kendrick, inviting you to the show, starring Heimie and Dorsett, featuring Todd Walker, also featuring Amy Charlo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Heimie.
Happy Fresh and Friday. Welcome to another edition of the Haberdasher's Couch. You'd have to pay somebody to listen to you. And I tell you what, Keith listens to me every week.
Every day. Every day of every week.
Thank goodness somebody does. Keith, today we're answering the question, is the wingtip shoe dead?
No! Absolutely not.
Is it out of style?
No, we just have updated versions of them.
Updated version. Look at these updated versions.
So we have a plain toe wingtip.
Yep.
Rubber bottom.
Yep.
Can be worn with a suit and or dress pants and or jeans.
First worn in the rain-drenched fields of Scotland in the 16th century, broguing are those little holes found on the wingtip shoe. They were actually drain holes for when the water went in the boot, the water went out of the boot. Sounds pretty slosh-buckly to me.
Sophisticated for back in the day.
Now, you could argue that wingtip shoes are more casual, right? Because of the leather overlay and all the details would make it a more casual shoe as opposed to like a tuxedo shoe.
But I think in our society, I think depending on the finish of them, people think they're dressier.
Right.
And a little bit more fussy.
Right.
So then
Florsheim,
yes,
had were
wonderful
really well known for their wingtip shoes, and the cordovan leather. Yeah.
And
cordovan.
this is one that is
That's a hybrid
aesthetic. This is a hybrid.
Yeah.
Which is we carry here at Heimie's, and it's a waterproof suede. So you can walk in water.
You can walk the Scottish Highland in those, folks. So it's interesting how footwear, post-pandemic, right? People weren't wearing high-end suits anymore, right? They were dressing down a little bit. And these are a reflection of stages of things that we see fashion change from a polished shoe to a more casual shoe like that. It even has a rubber bottom. Now, wingtips, by default, were considered to be typically more casual. But that's my take on the wingtip shoe. I don't think it's dead either. I've got one on, wearing it casual.
Yeah.
You've got some plain toe shoes on.
But they're suede and they're kind of beat up. So I think they're casual.
Yeah.
I think the finish of a shoe makes it a little bit more casual.
Yeah, I think guys are still willing to pay big bucks for a nice polished shoe. There's nothing nicer than a polished shoe.
Because it's the last thing you want.
Right.
Is, the agony of defeat.
Agony of defeat. Defeat. Once again,
That cracked me up.
we are able to give you a little bit of fashion information for your feet. Keith, happy Fashion Friday, and thanks for coming on the show. All right, we'll see you next week.
It's Todd About Town, Todd Walker, entertainment, travel, and more. Hey Todd, what's new?
Happy Friday, I'm here with Todd About Town. In Irish eyes are smiling.
No, first we were going to talk about no-show socks.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, because I asked him, I said, what do you think of the outfit today?
Yeah.
And the pants are from that company that's Southern Charm. We can't think of the name.
I like nautical. And then
But then I've got the...
no-show socks.
Yeah.
No-show socks, folks.
And these...
They are comfortable. They take a little bit of the warmth out of your leg because the taller sock, right?
Yeah.
And you should see a little bit of sock.
Really?
Yeah. You'll
These
see
are
a little
those
bit of sock.
swim shoes.
Yep.
But you think it's okay?
Do you mind taking your shoes off at the door? And now you can.
Really? Because I always think, oh my gosh, you can
Because
see them.
they're comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not as warm as a regular sock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's so that, you're not sweating in your
Right.
shoes and everything either.
So we know that the Irish didn't create the no-show sock.
No.
It was some guy down in Florida, some 99-year-old.
Braided no-show socks? I don't know where this is going. That doesn't make any sense. So Irish Fair is happening this weekend. There's a lot of festivals that are going on. The first one is Irish Fair. It's happening at Harriet Island, downtown St. Paul. Yes, it used to be free. It's no longer free about the last 3 years ago.
It's not bad, though.
Yeah, it's $20 for adults, and for seniors and youth, it's $12. It is a lot of fun. They have great music. Gaelic Storm is playing again. They have one of the headliners is, what's her name? I have it on Claire Cunningham. They have great food. They have demonstrations of different like sporting events that that are traditional Gaelic sporting events.
So is
they
this
have great food?
Is this a
Harriet Island, St. Paul?
I know. Is this a calendar event in Ireland, or is it just an event that takes place on this date?
Event that just takes place on this date. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There's Irish fairs around the country, and it's a really large Irish festival, and takes over the entire island. And they do crazy things like they have a fun run that is 1 block. So they do just it's fun. I like it.
And the next one, I love Bollywood movies.
Yeah, I do too.
They got a nice family sense and colorful and this is a great chance to try some food out.
So this is called India Fest, and it's happening in the grounds of the state capitol. And
state fairgrounds.
No, state capitol.
Oh, state capitol.
Yeah, I've been to this many times, and they promote it as really like visiting India in one day because they do everything. They even have this. The sarong, what is it called? The sarong. Right? They have demonstration classes, so you can actually learn how to put on your own sarong. They have, once again, they have like sporting events that are traditional sporting events from India. That it's kind of like a mallet, and a ball, and they do things like that. And of course, amazing food. They have Bollywood dancers throughout the day.
Wonderful.
And it's really a great festival. Just go, take it in, eat some great food, and have a lot of fun.
You can't go so wrong if you're so right.
Oh, boy.
That's right, folks. Minnesota Children's Museum Summer Block Party is a mouthful to say, but it's happening.
Right. So St. Paul's going to be very busy this weekend, needless to say. They have the block party downtown St. Paul. If you're looking for something to do with your kids and you want to get them out of the house and wear up some energy and just have a great time, take them to this event. It's not. It's free to be outside. You still have to pay if you want to go inside the museum, but they have things happening for kids. It starts at 10 in the morning, goes till 2, and I've been to it in the past for Fox.
Don't miss the giant blow-up slides, folks. That's a real crowd pleaser there. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So moving on, Alanis Morissette. I used to go to the Lilith Fair every year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and she always had great lineups. She actually put those together. And the Jagged Little Pill, which is playing at
the Orpheum. I saw it last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And last night was opening night. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
It is 2 hours and 40 minutes. It is most of my friends it was media night, and most of my friends that were there, we've been chatting throughout the day. It's mixed with it shows selling very well.
Tony winning.
Right. If you're a Alanis Morissette fan, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
It's heavy. It's dark. It is. Think of like the headlines.
They use the word redemptive, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
The song "Jagged Little Pill" in itself is pretty intense song.
Yeah. So just know what you're getting before you go into it.
And then, who doesn't like the melodic and pop-y sort of sound of Ed Sheeran?
Yep, he's going to be playing.
I just like that
Yep, he's going to be playing this Saturday at the U.S. Bank Stadium. Tickets start at, what did I say here? You printed this at like 6 point. So what is?
And could they have picked anything
$59
more of a headline slug line than the Mathematical Tour?
Yeah, I know. Rather different, but so as you can see, St. Paul's going to be a packed city with a lot going on.
All right.
From Irish Fair, from India Fest to the Children's Museum.
It never stops.
Yeah.
The festivals just keep coming.
I know. It's going to be great. Now you know what you have to do with your socks. If you have no shows, taking it from the expert, you can let them show.
Let them show, baby. And we will see you next week.